All right, so this is how I make electric gap gates. Kind of learned this technique from Craig Judy out in Missouri when I was at his grazing school. So I got the 1/4-inch poly rope. This is kind of the stuff that they use for horses. It's larger stuff and makes it more visible for the cattle and sheep. So this is the hot side. I got a timeless fence post screwed to the pine post, and then you can kind of see the different connections. I have them all hooked together. They're all hot, going up like that. Okay, so then down here is a fiberglass sucker rod. A lot of guys out Midwest and South use these for their high tensile fence. So I have it bowline tied off on that end. And then I got a piece of high tensile wire wrapped. And then over here, it's just drawn through and then with a fence staple so it'll move up and down easy. And then down there in the snow, just like any gap gate, you'd expect to find like a block of wood down there and then another fixed loop of high tensile wire to grab it. Okay, so what we're up to is we're gonna be converting a gate. I made just a temporary gate down here last June, right at fire season. I was finishing up this fence. This is our silvopasture unit that we're working on, mostly just to show the landowners how we're gonna do it. There's 300 acres up there, about 600 acres there to the south that we're gonna be working on. So put this temporary gate in down here and I'll show you, because we're gonna convert this to a normal gap gate. Okay, so here's what I got. All these handles, each one of these handles is about $2-3 a piece. And then all these insulators, a couple packs of those, that adds up. So got 4 of those. And then I got 4 more over there. So that's about $10 of hardware. Got these fancy little things from PowerFlex when I was at Craig Judy's grazing school. Those worked pretty good. So this got this little fence gate set up here done really quick because I ran out of time. Had this in here to kind of keep some tension as a spreader, but it won't come in and out because it's frozen. I got an old busted step-in post to kind of work as a little spreader. These here, the hot, those never got those connections never really got terminated that well, but Tasha was able to get those going for us. So it looks like I had 3 hots and 1 ground right there. So this is the gate. We're coming through with the 4-wheeler to do our bale feeding in there in the silviculture or silvopasture unit that we're working in. So we're coming in here a lot more than I used to. So we really want to get a good gate going on. Okay, so you're gonna want to match up a timeless post with your fiberglass sucker rod that's drilled. So you have the same hole spacing going all the way down. So I just drilled a couple extra holes down there to match it up. Okay. Next thing we're gonna do is add these couple loops of high tensile wire at the top and bottom of the pine post. Okay, so here's how I do this. There's much more eloquent ways to do it, but I'm just gonna put this barbed fence staple in there, run the wires through and just tack it down. Sometimes I'll use a steel crimp or I'll do a fancy twist, but I'm just gonna tack it down because it seems to have been working for me. All right, so here's the bottom one. Putting in another barbed fence staple, and then I'll put the loop down there for the bottom part of the sucker rod post. Well, now I got all the dogs here with me while I'm working on this gate project. They know to stay in, but as soon as I start dropping this, they will run off, go out into the other pasture. Bill and Dolly and Ruby back there. All right, good morning. I'm back here on this project. So screw the timeless post into your treated corner post like this, and then I got a bowline knot right there, and I'll pull that across over there to where the fiberglass rod is gonna go. So kind of tricky, you gotta pull this fence down while the animals are occupied somewhere else. Otherwise you'll get a wreck, you'll them running through. So it's kind of where I'm at this point, is you screw that timeless post over there because it has all the holes pre-drilled in it, and you tie your 1/4 inch poly rope through it. All right, so we got couple ropes in here so far. Got one there on the top, got a bowline knot there, and then I ended up putting the taunt line hitches down here on the timeless post. So we're getting those taunt line hitches in so we can tighten them and put tension on them, and then adding the bowline knot. This is that 1/4 inch poly braid stuff. I think it was like a nitro braid or something like that. This is the 1/4 inch size a lot of people use for horses, so you can tell it's pretty high quality stuff. This was the old poly rope, cheap stuff that comes from the big box farm stores. Not the same quality as this. You can see them side by side. A lot different. So this poly braid here will hold up to getting moved, taken up and down, and laid down and brought back up and stuff. It just lasts a lot longer. Craig Judy says that poly rope will fray and snag on everything, so we might as well start right with the appropriate stuff here. So I'm just kind of measuring it out like that, and then I'll cut it, and then we'll tie it off, and we'll be right back. All right, so here's the electric fence gate all finished up here. You can see the base down there where it gets staked in, and then top part there that captures it. Bowline knots down here on this end, and then over here taunt line hitches to adjust tension. See, they're all tied off there, and then I ran out of material, so that's how I jumped each one of these. And then that little piece of hardware there came from Timeless Fence. I got that, and then that terminates the previous insulated wire right there in 3 places. So overall, $10 electric fence gate. Seems to work pretty good, and for the amount of use, this is what we needed to do. I'm about to drive the truck through there and start hauling logs and firewood out of our silvopasture unit that we've been finishing up here. Some of you might remember our video, burning for biochar. And this is that same area, so this is the completion of the project here, was this gate. So this unit, we use this to rest, as a rest area, and to overwinter this small little 5-acre pasture here. We're rolling hay out on it, and then we're rolling hay here in this silvopasture to help get some grass grown in here now that we opened it up and are allowing the light in here. We're gonna drop a bale in there and just bale feed it this time, because I'm going away till next week. I'm going up to Montana, so I figured it would help the helpers if I just dropped a bale and then took the netting off it over there, and that'll help establish some seed and some cover and whatnot in there for the sheep and goats and the few cows that we got in here. So that's it. That was our project. We're all completed. thanks for watching, and I guess I'll start asking new viewers to subscribe and like the video. Thank you.